So this is my thing about knitting, the problem with knitting. So you can get the pattern and instructions, and it could come with a certain kind of material that's supposed to fit the pattern. Then you end up with all these different kinds of things trying to get it right. So the pattern I got that said I was supposed to use around a 7 or 8 millimeter needle was 27 in the row, and then you do stockinette stitch until it's about 16.5 in length, or 66 rows. And when I did that with the material I got here, the alpaca, it gave me tiny socks, slipper socks, for like a replacement of boot liners, or if you're at a cabin in the winter time or something, and instead of using slippers and they get lost or whatever, you wear those in and out of the boots and just run around all over the place. Kids have a great time, and it's at a size where they can grow into them still if they're like, midway size or whatever, growing a little bigger. So those did not go to waste. I did not get to mail them to who they're supposed to go to in time for the holiday, because Vancouver's postal workers went on strike, so there was a whole loss of a month. Now those will still go out to mail the person for the family of people I'm making stuff for. Now this, after trial and error, should be the right size needle and round, because it keeps everything on. That should make the grown-up version of those. But the two skeins I got of the alpaca wool are now at very different places in their color, so they're not going to come out in perfect pairs like that. But I had a better idea. I wanted to make long ones, because you know how girls always wear leotards in the wintertime, or nylons to church. So I wanted to make some that go all the way up to the leg, just over and around the knee, so you can wear them underneath long jackets, dresses, in your pants, when you're doing your hiking, camping out overnight in the wintertime or whatever. And there's nobody else that's making those. You still have people that do leg warmers, but that's about it. So this might be the right width to do them for somebody I have in mind. That hopefully she'll give me permission to send to her and try them, to sort of showcase the idea of me being able to do more of these things. And then today I found a brand new one and a lighter color. So I only bought the one skein to test drive the actual pattern of those on the actual size of needle I'm supposed to be doing this on. Like this size. And see what I get if I do 27 in a row, the way the instructions gave it to me, for the slipper sock, and not what I'm trying to do with this one. So I can try to make more stuff for the people I'm still behind on my order. And if that doesn't work, I got something else. One skein, I didn't find a second one, that I thought would make very nice slippers. So if I just do like a square or a rectangle where you're doing 40 in a row for the knit, whatever knit you use, and then you do around 60 rows to get the right dimension, and then you knit whatever pattern of slipper you want that goes just up over the foot or whatever. And as the previous videos have shown, I've made some slippers already in patterns that this would probably look pretty good in, so that I can try and get it right with this size needle. Because the whole point is the patterns I'm finding and the weights of the yarns are not matching with the results that their instructions are saying supposed to be. So I'm getting frustrated. It means I'm making a ton of patches, and I can't really use the material for anything. So I got this stack all pinned together of all these different things I've tried in different stitching, and I don't want to have to keep going through that. So hopefully this works. So that's my thing with knitting, is it becomes a massive addiction. And I have another one, which is a really hard pattern that's in there that I stopped for a break, from because it's driving me nuts. And then I have that whole basket, and then there's stuff in this bag. So every time you go shopping, you always have something new you want to try or have to buy. It's like really impossible to go into those stores and not leave with something. So that's my problem with knitting. I haven't even dared to get into the crochet stuff yet. And I still want to progress to finger knitting big, huge, chunky blankets. But I don't have the art space for that yet. So anyways, guys, that's my thing about my problem with knitting. And that's where I'm at with what I was trying to do for people in time for the holidays. I do plan to finish the projects. I'll keep you abreast on how that goes. And when this thing here I'm doing makes it to 66 rows, we'll see what that looks like, to see if it looks anything like the pattern it's supposed to look like for the slipper sock, or aka alternative to a boot liner. And if I decide to go on and do a longer version of a long leg kind of legging that covers the foot, so it's not a leg warmer, it's like, you know, the super size kind of sock thing, because this way women don't have to worry about pulling down leotards in awkward times, awkward weather, in awkward places. Makes life easier for us. So I'll keep you abreast on that. Have a good night. Stay warm, stay safe, and stay well. Peace out. Bye.